Hello, dear friends. We're here at Kardec Radio. We just finished the program on the Spiritist Symposium, and we're addressing a major question by our listeners, right? We have Virginia here with us as well, and Mark and Carol. Listeners have been asking us about the fact that some people are using terminology such as American Spiritist, Brazilian Spiritists, British Spiritists. Is there an actual distinction? No, right, Virginia? No, we're all one. We are spirits, right?
Yes.
Living on earth. And we are here addressing because that's a very dangerous distinction, because deep inside we're immortal spirits. Who can guarantee you, if you were born in England today, that in a previous life you were not Brazilian and now you're reincarnated in England? Or vice versa.
Yes.
Or like, right, Virginia?
Yes.
Or maybe you were born in China and previous life you were born in the United States. So for the true Spiritists, there is no actual nationality. And we should be very, very careful about it, because any distinction we create is going to turn up against us. It's not healthy. We are Spiritists. Kardec actually, in the Medium's book, talks about different types of Spiritists. Spiritists who are just Spiritists by theory. They don't practice, they don't talk to spirits, they don't go to the mediumistic meetings, which is actually majority of people. They're Spiritists by theory. And this is the Medium's book that Virginia is just opening for us, and that's where the explanation is.
Mm-hmm. I'm reading it.
Thank you. And we have actually Spiritists who are the good Spiritists, the ones who take care of their inner transformation. So we're here with Mark and Carol. They're also going to give their comments about it. We would like to advise you very briefly, avoid at any costs making this distinction by nationality, because it's not fraternal, and it is making a distinction that is not real, because you are an immortal being that has been living many lives. And you know, who knows your experience? Maybe you have more experience on American history than people who were born in America, and vice versa. So let us embrace one another with true fraternity without unneeded distinctions. Even André Louis, in the book on Among Brothers of Other Lands, Chapter 1, he talks about the need of erasing that word foreigner from your dictionary. That's his advice to all of us if we are true Spiritists. Okay? So go down with any need of dissension and up with the need of fraternity. At the end of the day, we're all Spiritists. Right, Karen Mark?
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely. If we think about Saul of Tarsus, who later became Paul of Tarsus, what was his mission? At first, his quote-unquote motto was divide and conquer. What did that lead him to? Much sadness, heartbrokenness, separation from all of those whom he loved. And what did the master ask him? Why do you persecute me? And what was his answer? Master, what would you like me to do? And from that moment on, he traveled across lands, oceans, on foot, eating berries, sleeping in caves, to spread the word of love, to spread unity, while his contemporaries were only thinking about labeling, dividing their own brothers and sisters into categories, trying to prove their superiority based upon diminishing others. He was only concerned with living by example. And what was his example? The example of unity. Even when he wrote his letters to his many groups around the world during that time, all he asked for was for them to support one another. And in the Gospel according to Spiritism, we have a direct reference to Paul's communication to that end, where he says that if we don't speak the language of love, we are absolutely nothing. We amount to nothing. Because when it comes down to it, we are immortal spirits. A nationality is but a temporary label that is given to us only because of social purposes, nothing else. So we need to ask ourselves, what law for us is greater, a social distinction or a divine command? Who is your God? Who is my God? Who is our God? The God of society that divides and conquers and may repeat old conditionings, or the creator of all of us who gives us the sun, the ocean, the moon, everything, flowers, without any distinctions? Have you ever, dear listener, seen the sun say, oh, I'm not going to shine over here because this person is from this category, or this person is not from my family or not from my country, so forget it. They get the sun, but I don't. Is that really the mentality of our Creator? So who are we responding to? Who is our Lord? God or a temporary conditioning? That's a question that we need to ask ourselves.
Thank you, Kira, for those important reminders. Mark, would you like to add anything?
I think in Brazil, many people have been blessed with the knowledge of Spiritism for quite some time, and it's important for, I think, everyone who has the knowledge of Spiritism to ensure that it is disseminated as far as possible. I think if you're living in another country, or you happen to be traveling for extended periods of time in another country, it's a very important mission to ensure that the message carries forward in the language of the country where you're in. And that doesn't mean that you're changing that Spiritism's message, because it's the truth, right? Regardless of what language it's in or what community it's serving. And there's different ways of getting at the truth. And I think there's two things I would say. One, try your best to spread the message as far as you can if you're living in another country. And two, connect with those who have messages very similar to Spiritism, who are saying in essentially the same thing. Because the more we can do that, the more this message, the message of Spiritism, becomes relevant to others, and the more we have a gift here that we can share with others.
Thank you. So this is bottom line, a message of fraternity and empowerment. Kardec never said French Spiritists and British Spiritists and American Spiritists. If you're a Spiritist, you're a Spiritist anywhere, and you should be listened to, you should be validated, you should be cared for, and brought in. You're included. Spiritism is all-inclusive. It doesn't create separations. Please don't create a separation by nationality, because there's only one God, as Carol mentioned, and Kardec just mentioned. There is Spiritist and the Spiritist. There is no nationality Spiritist. It's a message for you. If you have any question or comment, write in our Facebook page, and we'll be back with you with more comments. Okay? Right, Virginia? Can we say bye to them?
Bye, but
Remember, all we need is love, right?
yes.
All we need is love. Love.
Yes.
All we need is
Yes.
love. Love is all we need. Thank you, friends.
Goodbye.
Bye, friends.